That was their phones, which I thought was insane. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. So I need to get some traveling in. Need to get out there and see the rest of the world. Because I mean, I've been all around my rainforest for the most part, and a couple different states that it entails, the states that it's in. But yeah, no, I need to hit up Vegas. I want to check out a whole mess of different stuff. Oh, we were gonna grab our shears. Take that off the main hand. Right? Yes, you. Check you. We just checked you, I'm pretty sure, but we'll check again. Yeah, there's a whole mess of the world out there to check out. Wish I had the money to do so, TBH. Because I'd be all over the place. Remember, my mom had a friend. Ooh, three cherries. And her job was to just travel and give reviews from the airport to the restaurants to the hotel she stayed at to the nightlife and then there and back again. And it's like, I really wanted that job. That was for some dead internet company. I think it was Yahoo. I think Yahoo still exists, but not like it did back when I was younger. But she used to work for them doing that kind of stuff. I want that job. That's the job I want. Here, cherries to tide you over. Don't start crying. There we go. They'll be fine. Mix them together. But yeah, that's the job I want. This is gonna cook for a second. I'm gonna go prop some more coffee. You want to stay alone because you're always on the run? It would be a job if you want. That's the dream job if you want to stay alone because you're always on the run. Yeah. Back then, especially. Nope, I'm getting up. But nowadays, with the way dating culture works, pros and cons to the freaking what Tinder. There we go. I kept thinking Twitter, Tinders and stuff like that. I mean, but that's just going to make a consumable dating life. I mean, it's going to be rough building a foundation with some. Be right back. Making more coffee. Oh, yeah, it is wireless. But yeah, that'd be a kick-ass job. I'd get down on that job. Maybe not so much nowadays, because like you said, it's hard to maintain a relationship when you're constantly all over the world, staying in contact, let alone being able to actually set up the time frame that you are able to hang out because of the time zone difference. That'd be one of those things like I'd go do it. Like let's say streaming takes off and I start getting like 800 to 1200 viewers on the regular and I'm making hand over fist money, I would be inclined to start doing some of the actual real life streaming just to get that travel out there and then turn it all into content. Wishful thinking and all that, but like I'm not opposed to it. But if I could figure it out to where it's enough to pay for my partner and I to have actual emergency funds and continually build a nest egg while still experiencing the world, that'd be the way to do it. I mean, getting paid to travel the world sounds way better than paying to travel the world, you know? Little baby, you'll be fine. Good batch of seeds. Make me a super tree. Make me famous. Make me a super tree. Yeah, everything's better when it's free. Damn right. Damn right. Excuse me. But yeah, definitely want to travel. Definitely want to travel. Still feel like I got some time left. Should be able to get to it eventually. Thank you, thank you. Think about the gun laws that we have here in America. So, I go back and forth on that one because of the way I was raised. So, essentially it comes down to, for me anyways, and in no way am I the be-all end-all opinion. Keep in mind, I am a standard citizen. Do not have much skin in the game, so to speak. I grew up hunting and fishing with my dad. So, I know how to use guns. I've been using them my whole life. And it's what you do if you ain't got the means to eat. Because if it comes down to it, and you need to feed you and yours, but don't have the means to do so, you can always go get you something to eat. Through fishing, through hunting, whatever it may be. So, I am all for people having access to guns and being able to hunt, being able to do their thing, being able to defend themselves and other folk. But that doesn't mean that everybody should have a gun. There needs, like, you have to go through a licensing process and learn to drive. I think that should come with guns as well. And on top of that, mental health checks. Because, like, as you get older, they'll start making you take your driver's tests more to make sure that you're still cogent and coherent and you're there to be able to drive and not hurt yourself or other folk. So, would you make them a little bit more regulated? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, in that it's something that needs to be known and actually, you know, every gun is supposed to have the serial numbers that it has, but have them on record. I don't know. Comes down to it, we have a gun problem in this country. It's the truth of the matter. And I understand why people want to have guns, for the most part. I mean, the whole rule was that you keep these on you. That way, when us, the founding fathers, are gone and you get a tyrannical government, you can take your country back, is what they were getting at. And now it's just more people want to shoot other people because they're different than them. That's a problem. And those people shouldn't have guns. At all. And I mean, we have means around that. If you're a felon, it takes away your gun rights. Now, I don't necessarily know if it should. Kind of depends on what the felony's for. Because it's already set up that if you have violent crimes, you lose your gun rights. I'm all for that because, well, if you're a violent asshole and beating up your family, why the hell do you need a gun? You're just going to kill your family. It's just something that needs to be actually handled. Because, again, gun problem in this country, but also a much bigger mental health problem in this country, and we don't discuss it. And that just drives me insane. Because a lot of this shit could just be undone with some proper therapy and some accountability. I don't know. I'm sorry when people stopped talking to each other. Bet. I feel that. Another problem I have with it, not necessarily a problem, but it's 0 to 100 real quick on the pulling a gun to solve problems. Like, I don't know, I grew up getting my nose broke. That's why I have breathing problems now, because, well, if you have a disagreement with someone, you can scrap it out. And that doesn't necessarily mean we want to kill each other. It just means I don't like you at this particular moment. You're a horse's ass, and we're going to end up throwing hands over it. Especially because I live in a mutual combat state, so you can just do the, you want to run it? I do want to run it. Okay, let's run it. And establish your rules and go from there. Which, classically, the rules are just, somebody goes down, you let them get back up, ask them, would you like to continue? And if they do, you continue. You can quit at any given time. What the hell is this song? I don't like it. Okay, legalize, canceled, carry, and crimes drop. What? Oh, concealed. Okay, legalize, concealed carry, and crimes drop. Criminals don't care about law. Yeah, I mean, they don't. If you get the, we're going to take all the guns away, they're just going to take the guns away from the people who are legally like, okay, you can take my guns. But there's still going to be guns in the country. Just, it is how it is. And I don't have a problem with concealed carry. They go through a licensing process, and I assume classes to know when and where they're allowed to, handle their business. It's like, I have family members that have their concealed carry. And I also know those family members know how to scrap. But if it comes down to, like, oh, you're gonna try and kill me and my wife or some shit like that if they're fucking with my family, messing with my family, draw down. But I don't know, I think people are too quick to want to kill folk. Again, I grew up hunting. I have heard things die. I have watched them die. I have made them die. It's not a good feeling. I mean, if it's me or them when it comes down to food, bet I'm gonna choose me every time. But, like, it's still a gross feeling. You still see that look in, like, a deer's eyes when you're finishing it off. It's a hell of a thing. And that's carrying that with you from an animal. I don't want to carry that with me from a freaking human being. That's nuts. I mean, words are mostly better. Words can hurt, but not as much as fights. I think Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I see what you're getting at, because you can just talk it out. And the thing is, you can have a disagreement with someone. And you can dislike a person, but because you have a disagreement doesn't mean it's territory for drawing down on someone. That's crazy to me. Comes down to it for me, it's guns are for hunting and defending family. Making sure you and yours stay safe. And I don't have any problem with that at all. I know I get a lot of flack for that for where I'm from. Because I grew up in a red territory of a blue state, but I'm not a red person. I'm not necessarily a blue person either. There's a lot of shit that blues get down with that